Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Today, we are going to delve into one of the most fundamental aspects of our faith, Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. Understanding Tawheed is crucial for every Muslim as it forms the core of our belief and practice. To begin, let's reflect on a profound hadith narrated by Ibn Abbas. This hadith captures the essence of our duty towards spreading the message of Tawheed. When the Prophet, PBUH, sent Mu'adh to Yemen, he said to him, "You are going to a nation from the people of the Scripture, so let the first thing to which you will invite them be the Tawheed of Allah. If they learn that, tell them that Allah has enjoined on them 5 prayers to be offered in one day and one night. And if they pray, tell them that Allah has enjoined on them zakat of their properties, and it is to be taken from the rich among them, and given to the poor. And if they agree to that, then take from them zakat, but avoid the best property of the people." This hadith beautifully illustrates the step-by-step approach the Prophet, PBUH, advised for calling people to Islam. Let's break it down and understand each part in detail. 1. Tawheed. The first and foremost message is the oneness of Allah. Before any other teaching, it is essential that people recognize and believe in Allah alone, without associating any partners with Him. Tawheed, or the oneness of Allah, is divided into 3 categories: Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah, and Tawheed al-Asma was Sifat. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. This is the belief in the oneness of Allah's Lordship. It means acknowledging that Allah alone is the Creator, Sustainer, and Master of all that exists. Everything in the universe functions according to His will and command. Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah. This is the belief in the oneness of Allah's worship. It means that all acts of worship, whether they are prayers, sacrifices, or supplications, should be directed to Allah alone. We do not associate any partners with Him in worship. Tawheed al-Asma was Sifat. This is the belief in the oneness of Allah's names and attributes. It means affirming the names and attributes of Allah as mentioned in the Quran and the Sunnah, without distorting their meanings, denying them, or comparing them to the creation. 2. Salah, prayer. Once the foundation of Tawheed is established, the next step is to introduce the obligation of Salah, the 5 daily prayers. Salah is our direct link to Allah and a demonstration of our submission to Him. It is a means of purifying our hearts and seeking Allah's guidance and mercy. The significance of Salah in a Muslim's life cannot be overstated. It is a constant reminder of our purpose and our dependence on Allah. It helps us stay connected to our Creator and prevents us from falling into sin and heedlessness. The 5 daily prayers also structure our day around the remembrance of Allah, ensuring that we do not get lost in the distractions of the world. Each prayer is an opportunity to renew our commitment to Allah and seek His forgiveness and blessings. 3. Zakat. After establishing the practice of Salah, the next important pillar is Zakat, the obligatory charity. It is a means to purify our wealth and help those in need within our community. Zakat is not merely a financial transaction. It is an act of worship that reflects our gratitude to Allah for the blessings He has bestowed upon us. By giving a portion of our wealth to those in need, we acknowledge that all our possessions are ultimately from Allah, and we are merely custodians. Zakat also plays a crucial role in promoting social justice and alleviating poverty. It ensures that the wealth is distributed more equitably and helps build a compassionate and supportive community. Tawheed is not just a concept, but a way of life. It affects every aspect of our behavior and decisions. It means recognizing Allah as the sole creator, provider, and sustainer of the universe. It means worshipping Him alone, without intermediaries. In our daily lives, Tawheed translates into relying on Allah in times of need, being grateful to Him for our blessings, and seeking His guidance in all matters. It also means loving and fearing Allah above all else. To understand Tawheed further, let's explore some practical implications in our everyday lives. Relying on Allah. In every situation, whether it is a moment of joy or a moment of difficulty, we rely on Allah. We trust His wisdom and plan for us. This reliance brings peace and contentment to our hearts, knowing that Allah is in control. Gratitude. Tawheed teaches us to be grateful to Allah for every blessing, big or small. By acknowledging that everything we have is from Allah, we cultivate a sense of gratitude and avoid arrogance and ingratitude. Seeking guidance. In our decision-making processes, we turn to Allah for guidance. We make istikhara, prayer for guidance, and seek advice from the Quran and Sunnah. This